Hi everyone, this is Mileta and this is about project management and more. I hope you are doing well today. Today we will be talking about how to interview people, and we will talk about 4 elements of the interview. The first one is how to review resumes, how to select candidates for our interview. The second is how to define what is our acceptance criteria. Number 3 is how to prepare ourselves for the actual one-on-one interview. And number 4, how to run the first and the second interview we will be talking about. So let's start about reviewing resumes. One reason for properly review the resumes is to understand what is the path, the career path that person took, and what are the eventual holes that you will ask questions about during the interview. The second is every person deserves a proper attention rather than just mechanical comparison of what is in the requirements of the position and the resume. That position might change someone's life, and please never forget that when you are reviewing resumes. Number 2 is how to put together acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria should contain at least 2 parts. One part is how that candidate will fit into your team. And it is very important that you understand what type of personality you are looking for. It's not the same whether someone sits in a corner and just cracks the code or tests something or should be integral part of a team. It's very important that you understand what is the mechanics of the team and what type of personality fits your actual needs. The second is, of course, whether that person contains a technical skill set to match the position's requirements. And you have to be very careful about that. So we will talk about how to prepare the questions for that position, but at this point you have to understand that your acceptance criteria should contain 2 elements. Number 3, how to prepare yourself for a one-on-one interview. First, book in your calendar 2 interviews. It's very important that you have a second interview. On the second interview, you will actually see what is the real personality of a candidate you are looking for. I don't know why that's working like that. Probably a candidate puts down his or her guard on the during the second interview, and you can really see that personality. The second thing you have to do is prepare those questions for related to your acceptance criteria, so you can guide the interview the way you want and the results you want to accomplish. Number 4, how to run an interview. Welcome your candidate and make an icebreaker. Try to make your candidate feeling relaxed and encourage your candidate to speak. The interview is not about you, it is about your candidate. And your candidate needs to speak as much as possible. Only through that you will have a chance to understand how your candidate thinks, what is the skill set that that candidate can bring to the team, and how that candidate can fit the team. How can you accomplish that? The first question should be a general question, like, please let us know, based on your experience, how can you fit our position? You know our requirements, and please match your experience with our requirements. And that's a pretty nice introductory question for a candidate to speak for a good 10 to 15 minutes. And during that period, you can monitor and think about monitor behavior of your candidate and think about your next question. If you learn something new during the interview, like candidate likes to raise red flags whenever there is a problem instead of solving a problem, then you need to improvise at the spot a next question. Is that the way how candidate thinks about the position, if it is, for instance, a project manager position, or is that applicable only in a specific case? So after running all your questions, I would recommend, by the way, that you start with the first group of questions, how a candidate can fit the team, and then switch to technical questions, and always leave some questions for the second interview. As we mentioned before, the second interview is the most important one. So today we were talking about how to interview people, and we were talking about 4 elements of an interview. We were talking about how to review resumes, how to prepare acceptance criteria, how to prepare yourself for the interview, and how to run an interview. That will be all for today, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.